Cosmic Commute, Adrian here. Want to talk to you about Jupiter in the signs. I know it's been a minute, but I am back and would love to fulfill your curiosity. Alright, so Jupiter, remember, our planet of reward and expansion and riches. Jupiter in each of the different signs. We'll start with the Earth signs. Jupiter through the Earth signs is going to find reward and meaning in things that are tangible. Might be projects, money, even relationships to some extent. So Jupiter in Taurus, we'll start there. Jupiter in Taurus has a love for things that give great pleasure. Money is going to be a part of that, but also like the finer things in life. It might be food or even expensive, luxurious items. Jupiter in Capricorn is going to be more interested in the reward of success, and success in terms of notoriety or leadership of some kind, maybe even reputation. Jupiter in Capricorn also has a love of the finer things. Jupiter in Virgo feels rewarded and finds meaning in service, even in health, anything that might improve upon the individual person or the collective as well. Jupiter in Virgo also finds pleasure in order, things that are nice and neat and clean. There's something about that gives some pleasure as well. Okay, so Jupiter in the water signs. Jupiter in the water signs is going to be more rewarded or find meaning perhaps in relationships, in emotional pleasure, in anything that really makes the person feel like they're connected to something greater than themselves, right? That's kind of the point of Jupiter. So Jupiter in Cancer might find pleasure in family and relationships, in things in which they feel that they can either give or receive nurturing. It might even be animals or a garden or something that they feel that there's an inter-exchange of love and energy. Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter loves to be in Pisces. Here it's finding meaning in something greater than itself, in even some form of service or humanitarianism, anything that might allow the person to also feel like they can transcend ordinary reality. So Jupiter in Pisces can also be a really creative placement as well. The artist would find itself here. Jupiter in Scorpio is a little bit more intense. There might be some reward or meaning in things that are hidden or esoteric in some way. So finding pleasure or reward in things that maybe other people don't see it in. Jupiter in Scorpio is known for a love of taboo, things that sort of defy what other people think is correct. Jupiter in the fire signs. Jupiter in the fire signs is really fun because Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So starting there, Jupiter in Sagittarius finds so much pleasure and reward and meaning in the quest, in the exploration or the adventure, always on some sort of journey seeking truth and exploration of something. Jupiter is very happy in its own sign. Jupiter in Leo also finds great pleasure in self-expression, art, creativity, leadership of some kind. Jupiter in Leo just wants to find some way to express its whole self. Jupiter in Aries is going to find pleasure in conquering something, in some sort of a challenge, may even find pleasure in being a leader or being important in some way. Jupiter in Aries is a pretty feisty placement as well. So it's almost as if the selfishness in that factor, it wants to find pleasure in everything. It might get bored really easily if it doesn't have something it can sink itself into. Okay, so lastly, Jupiter in the air signs. Jupiter in Gemini seeks pleasure and meaning in connecting with others, in talking about things, finding something interesting to communicate, maybe even gatherings of some sort, reading, information, studying, anything that really allows it to expand its mind. Jupiter in Aquarius finds pleasure and meaning also in maybe social causes. Ooh, that guy had Jupiter in Aries that just went by. All right, so Jupiter in Aquarius finds meaning in causes and communities, wants to find even solutions to maybe problems, politics, anything that really allows it to expand itself beyond ordinary reality. And then lastly, we have our Jupiter in Libra. And Jupiter in Libra, of course, finds great pleasure and meaning in relationships, in connecting also with others, and not so much here for the sake of emotional fulfillment, but rather friendly get-togethers, parties, social involvement, maybe even being a part of something in which it helps restore some form of harmony or justice. This might be like the person that volunteers. I just am passing all these people standing out with signs today because it's the preliminary election. So that might be like Jupiter and Libra, standing out there like, I'm gonna be a part of this cause, and smiling and waving. So there you go, there's Jupiter through all of our signs. Jupiter is that planet of exploration and fun and meaning and riches. So in a very Jupiter way today, I hope you have a great day and find some meaning in the monotony of what it is. Go on some sort of a quest and looking at your own horoscope and see what Jupiter's placement is in, and it'll tell you what motivates you really, what you find meaning in, and how you feel rewarded, and naturally where you already have riches. Okay, check it out. Please visit the YouTube video. Check me out online. Maybe even find me on Instagram, Sacred Self. Until next time, we'll go through our last planet, Saturn. Okay, that'll be a lot more sober. Okay, talk to you then. Have a great day. Whoops.